was going to shut down by the end of 2017. Let me repeat that one more time. Snapchat, the social media app that we used to share photos and videos, was going to shut down by the end of 2017. Honorable judges and respected audiences, this is an example of fake news that happened back then in the year around 2017. A piece of fake news came out that said that Snapchat was going to shut down by the end of 2017. And the most absurd things happened. So many people started picking this up and started talking about how absurd this was and how sad they were that the app they love so much was going to shut down by the end of 2017. However, this was fake news. The story got so big that Snapchat itself had to come out and put out a statement and said, hey, we're not shutting down. This is hashtag fake news. So how did this happen? How does fake news become a thing? How does fake news become so prominent in our society? Call me Jeriko, and I want to share to you my thoughts on how to be wise on social media and don't let fake news spread. Social media has become a powerful tool for exchanging information and ideas. The widespread of social media has dramatically changed the way people communicate and access information. In just a few clicks, people can connect with friends, families, share their thoughts and experiences, and access a seemingly endless stream of news and information. There has never been a time in human history where information is as readily available as it is today. But with so much information living online, new issues arise. Misinformation, disinformation, and something known as confirmation bias, which is a cognitive bias where we seek out information to prove what we already thought to be true. Lots of things probably come to mind when you hear the words fake news. But what you may not realize is that fake news is your fault. I'm not talking about news that you just don't like. I'm talking about news that isn't real. One example of fake news that shocked the people of Pekanbaru is robbery. An upload was circulated on January 6, 2023 on social media Facebook containing a video showing two men who were victims of robbery and suffered cuts and stab wounds. The incident occurred on Parit Industry, Pekanbaru City, or at MTQ, Pekanbaru. This was explained by the director of Riau Regional Police. He said that the video with the stabbing or mugging of the two teenagers was not an incident in Pekanbaru City. However, the incident occurred on Parit Industry. The incident occurred on Nganjuk Regency on Friday. At that time, I became very scared, making me and my family did not want to leave the house. And I believe some of you all too. So usually people never give a second thought when sharing content on social media. After receiving content like violent video clips, images, memes, etc., people forget to verify about fake or real. It happens because at that moment, the only thing that triggers on people's minds is to let the people know about the content and its consequences. There are very few different cases with some who inquire, is the content fake? However, here the problem lies in the human mind and the fake news. Our brain have a limited capability for processing something and for remembering, so the brain makes judgments on what to keep. Looking into that fact, the content which are more familiar to people or it has an impact to people due to some previous personal issues are especially shared on social media. Certainly at that moment, the brain can recall to the previous effect of that content and without giving a second thought frequently passes the judgments. So it leads to a question. How can we overcome fake news? And the answer is, be wise on social media. Being wise is not that easy, especially when it comes to outgrow the fake news. However, I'm here to give you all some tips on how to be wise in social media. First and foremost, check validity from reliable sources. Let me repeat that one more time. Check validity from reliable sources. Verify the information from just by consulting to reliable and reputable sources. Look for news or organization with the history of accurate reporting and fact-checking. Secondly, understand the news. Take time to read and understand the news. Analyze the content, context, and the tone of the article or post. And last but not least, making a good decision of not spreading it if it's found to be fake. If you come across information that is clearly fake or dubious, it is important not to spread it any further. Before you share news or information on social media, take a moment to verify its authenticity. Folks, I want all of you to remember that the pen is mightier than the sword. It means that our words are so sharp that can hurt someone even worse than a sword can do. So be mindful of what you're typing on social media, as every single word can really affect someone. Be mindful or be wise on acknowledging news, since not all of them are true. As one of the famous quotes said, a lie gets held around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. Being accurately informed isn't the end goal. It's a tool. Because if we want to make a better world, we have to understand it better first. Thank you.